All right, boys, have a seat. We need to talk about three players that could possibly be transferred to Chelsea in this upcoming window, which, as we know, Chelsea need multiple players to compete for the top four. Don't think we're going to win the league this year, so again, I'm not even going to say that, but Chelsea still have the opportunity to finish in the top four. It will be a massive uphill battle for us to do this. Graham Potter is going to have to get everything going in the right direction and also get the backing from Todd Boehly and the board to bring in players this window. Now, the players I will be talking about today, some of them make sense and some of them do not make sense. These are the articles I've been reading and seeing, and again, I don't know if they're actually going to happen or not. Sometimes it's clickbait, but again, we will talk about these players. Now, the first player that we will talk about is none other than Cristiano Ronaldo, which again really is not surprising because this guy has been all over the news with what's been going on at the World Cup, where he's going to go. He did say he is not leaving Europe, which that means that the contract that was offered to him for, I think, like $200 million per year is not going to happen, which that then leads to that Chelsea being the lead runners to sign Ronaldo, because there's really not any other team out there that want to bring Ronaldo in besides Chelsea. Todd Boehly's gone out and said that he wants to bring Ronaldo to this club. Graham Potter, I'm not too sure if exactly if he wants him or not. This is the reason why Thomas Tuchel was let go, on top of the way that we were playing as well. So therefore, again, it would make sense for Ronaldo to come to Chelsea, but at the same time, he's going to have to take a massive, massive pay cut because right now he is not worth what he was getting paid at Manchester United. And as we know, that contract has been terminated. So again, he is open. There wouldn't be a transfer fee at all. So again, that would be a big plus for Chelsea to bring him in, but I don't know if he's the best player to bring in as of right now. Now, the second player also happens to be a Manchester United player, and that is Jadon Sancho, which I was quite surprised to see this because Jadon Sancho was a really, really phenomenal signing, I thought, for Manchester United last season when he came from Dortmund to Manchester United. But from what we've seen, things have not worked out for this player. And currently, with a few injuries he's picked up this season, has been dropped in the pecking order to start at Manchester United. Erik ten Hag has definitely had other players that he sees to want to play over him, and therefore, again, maybe Jadon Sancho is going to look for a way out in this transfer window in January. And I think Chelsea could be one of those options because if we do get rid of some of our players like Christian Pulisic, Ziyech during this window after the World Cup, because they've been playing fairly well, this would be a good time for us to offload them to any other club that may pay a nice fee for them. So again, this would make sense, and Jadon Sancho, I think, could be a great player for us because he actually is a great winger. I just don't know why it hasn't worked out for Manchester United, but if we can get things rolling with him, with Graham Potter and his tactics, he would be a great signing. I don't know what his fees would be, what his weekly salary would be, probably a little bit higher, but again, I think he would be a phenomenal signing for Chelsea. Now, the last signing was also going to be a winger, and that is Wilfred Zaha, the 30-year-old from Crystal Palace. We've been linked to this guy multiple times, and I don't see this happening still again because Crystal Palace obviously want to keep Wilfred Zaha. There's no reason for them to sell him right now, but he's still linked to Chelsea as of right now. Same thing with Jadon Sancho. We would have to get rid of other players because, again, we're already stacking the attacking third. So, again, it doesn't make sense to bring in a guy like Wilfred Zaha if we don't get rid of any of these players, because then it's going to be more difficult to get him playing multiple matches because most likely Chelsea are going to get kicked out of another trophy or another league because we do play Manchester City. I can't remember exactly what the date is on that, but we do play them in January. And again, most likely we will lose them just the way we've been playing. I know that's not me being optimistical, so we most likely will only have Champions League and the Premier League. So again, it will be difficult to have rotation with all our players. So whether Wilfred Zaha comes in, that means Jadon Sancho won't, or Jadon Sancho comes in, most likely Wilfred Zaha won't. But again, that all comes down to if we do get rid of some of our players, because with Christian Pulisic, Ziyech, again, if those guys stay, it doesn't make sense to bring even more players in that position. So we will see what happens. The big thing, though, is Cristiano Ronaldo, because obviously this is going to be a big talking point up until the end of the transfer window because he needs to go somewhere. He wants to stay in the Champions League type system, and obviously Chelsea really is the only fit for him right now. So I'm kind of curious to see how that will end up for him and for Chelsea as well. So that is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that. Helps get this video to more and more fans such as yourself. And that is it. And I will see you next time.